It's senior night. Century Towers lit up on this Friday night for a celebration here at the O-Dome for a top 10 showdown. The Gators honoring 6 competitors, but first it's the Kentucky Wildcats in town to spoil the party, looking for a huge win here in the regular season finale here on Friday Night Heights. Gators are hyped up coming out of the tunnel as we get set for this top 10 clash inside the O-Dome. That's Stacy Gleim. I'm Kyle Crooks. So glad that you can join us here tonight. Well, Florida's coming off, Stacy, their best road total of the year at Alabama. Meanwhile, Kentucky, they put up their best performance on their senior night against Arkansas. All that and plus the emotions of senior night. There's a lot on the line here tonight. Yeah, both stellar performances last week. They are peaking at just the right time going into postseason play. Kentucky's best score of their program history actually came last year against the Gators, March 3rd, 198-1, so you know they are going to bring it tonight. Kentucky needs a 196-95 to be cemented in that 18th field for the SEC championships. Big way they can do that, perhaps somewhat of an encore for Kreslin Bro. She had a 10 on the floor last week. Stellar performance on the floor exercise. She is one of few that still do 3 passes in her floor routine, and her third pass is the hardest of her routine. She ends with an E-level skill. It is one to watch. SEC Specialist of the Week after that floor 10. Meanwhile, there's been some real greats, Stacey, that have come through this Florida program. Leanne Wong is at the top of that list. She does everything at an elite level. Yeah. She is redefining what it means to be a collegiate gymnast. She is excelling in the classroom while competing at the collegiate level, the elite level, and even the Olympic level, all while creating her own brand and running her foundation. Yeah, student athlete, entrepreneur, Olympian, member of the U.S. Women's National Team. There's Jenny Rowland in her 10th year, and what a program she has built, trying to get back to an NCAA final, trying to check things off the list as well. Won't end in an SEC regular season title this year, but perhaps the SEC championships coming up next week, Florida can claim that. And for Tim Garrison, this has been a Kentucky program of consistency. We mentioned the number they need tonight, 196-95 or higher to clinch their spot in the top 8 in Birmingham in the SEC championships next week. And this is his 14th year. Yeah, he was 2024's SEC Coach of the Year, 2023's SEC Coach of the Year. They are a team that has not had to count a fall on any apparatus in the last 3 years. That is consistency. Went to an NCAA team final in 2023. We do have some news to report off the top. We were sitting here in pregame warm-up, Stacey, and Ellie Lazzari was going through her warm-ups, and she did come up with an injury. She was carried back to the tunnel, and with that, Ellie Lazzari is out of the vault lineup. It's Anya Pilgrim, who now, with the late change, will be at the leadoff spot. Originally, it was Lee Boy who hopped in there, but now it's going to be Pilgrim. Yeah, it's so hard to see a senior on senior night getting injured and no longer in the lineups. We wish her well and hope she's able to recover from this in the postseason. Talked to Jenny Rowland yesterday and mentioned the adversity, the amount of injuries Florida has gone through this year. Says that she's just in awe of the response of all of the Gators throughout the year. Very apparent that they're all battling for each other. And it's a team that has the 3rd ranking in the country, very much still in the mix for a national championship. And there is Jenny Rowland, styled out, as always, that throwback Florida fit. And it's Pilgrim who will be leadoff here on vault as we get set to get underway here on senior night. On your stretch us off, Yurchenko 1.5. Great chest up, just a small hop. Way to get the Gators started on vault. Last week had a season high 9.925 against Alabama on vault. All of a sudden, taking in the mindset of the athlete, you get sprung into that leadoff spot, sort of like that, snap of a finger. Yeah, originally she wasn't supposed to be competing, but at any minute you could be in, and that's the way the Gators are. They have a lot of depth, and she was ready to compete at a moment's notice. Meanwhile, for Kentucky, their biggest issue has been leadoff on bars this year. They've had some mistakes in the last few meets, so it will be a change at the top. Cecily Rizzo in her bars routine to kick it off for Kentucky. Yeah, she's competed only one other time this year against LSU, where she scored a 9.775. So great for her to get in this lead off again. She's looking phenomenal so far. Great connections. Gets that handstand right on top.
Just the dismount left, double layout, sticks that landing. Her legs come apart on that double layout, but man, did she nail that landing.
You saw the excited reaction from Tim Garrison, who feels like this team is ready to pop. They had their best performance against Arkansas. We mentioned on bars, we need to be a 49.5. We've been hovering around a 49.2. We need to be elite tonight.
Yeah, bars and those dismounts is where you can gain a lot of 10s.
Program that has been built on consistency. Good start for Rizzo. 9.875 for Pilgrim. Here's Victoria Wynn, second to go for the Gators on ball.
Yurchenko 1.5. Stuck landing from Victoria Wynn. That has got to be one of the best I've ever seen her do. She equaled her collegiate best, 9.95 on equality night, and that could be the 10. Here she goes again. She just moves that foot in at the end. It all happens so fast. We'll see what the judges think of it.
Perhaps maybe a slight deduction there, but just about stuck it. Here, the 9.875 from Anya Pilgrim. 9.825 meanwhile for Rizzo in the leadoff on bars for Kentucky. Annie Reiger now will go.
This first release, she was a little close to the bar last week. Nails it so high up. Right back down to the low bar. Her legs are just glued together. To the double tuck dismount. Again, does not move those feet. Great finish. Kentucky's on a roll.
Both these teams are ready to go here on this Friday night.
They are out and on fire.
Reiger is back in the bars lineup last week against Kentucky. Had to go after a fall that did not count. Kentucky's not counted a fall in their last 3 years.
That is amazing.
Danny Ferris. Now it's her turn in front of a huge crowd tonight at the O-Dome.
Now her best one was the very first of the season, and I'm hoping to see it again. Yurchenko 1.5. Nailed the landing. Best vault from Danny Ferris. That's got to be the 10.
Wow. And the reaction. Her career high coming in 9.95, and you feel like that's been broken here.
Yeah, the very first meet, that quad meet, was her best of the season. And she's been good throughout the rest of the season, but just never had a vault like that first one, and that beats it.
We'll see if there is a roar for a possible 10 here from any of the judges. There's another look at it. See 9.8 from Annie Reiger. There's a 10 from one of the judges. The Gators go berserk. As it's Prokaski now for Kentucky having to battle through this noise.
Yes, trying to block it out. Know you're only in your routine. This is going to be a tough one with all this noise in the background.
Both judges gave her a 10, so it's a 10 for Danny Ferris.
Well-deserved 10.
And another stuck landing on the flip side from Prokaski.
And way to battle through the noise here of the crowd.
And there's the reaction announced over the PA by Tom Collette. The 10 from Danny Ferris, first of her career.
What a feeling for her to get her first career 10. This is her event. This is her specialty, the vault. Finally got the 10.
What a strong performance from Prokaski on bars, who in her spare time is a real estate agent.
Yes, passed that real estate license this summer. Here's Gabby. Yurchenko 1.5. Another stellar vault. Kind of quick to salute at the end.
This is the best I've seen the Gators on this event all year.
They have been struggling on landings on vault all year, and they are finally pulling it together tonight.
Gabby Dizador, her season high 9.875. This could surpass it here.
She just has a quick salute at the end. But body position, great chest up at the end.
Prokaski, meanwhile, a 9.875. The story, a Dani Ferris 10, first of her career, and the third Gator on vault. Already this crowd up for grabs. And it's Haley Davis now.
And watch this first relief. It's just sky high above the bar. Beautiful toe point. Legs are just glued together every second, right back up. Double layout, wow. Nails another landing. They are not giving away those 10s.
Well, Coach Garrison told us we have to be elite. You know, I'm pretty good with where we're at right now if we were in the middle of the season, but we have to be elite this weekend for the SEC Championships, and so far, so good for the Cats.
Yeah, they are showing they belong at the top of the SEC.
You mentioned it in our open, they had a 198-1 against the Gators last year. It was a program best, and they lost.
Yeah.
Here's Leanne Wong. She had the biggest ovation in the pre-meet announcements. She'll be honored post-meet with senior night.
And she scored a 9.975 last week. Let's see if she can do this again. Beautiful vault from Leanne. Just takes that hop on the landing. Very unique vault. The poke Kapayeva, the round off, half on, pike half off. Very unique and done so beautifully well. Here she goes again. That round off, half on, half pike off, and just takes that small hop back. I know she wanted that stick.
Jenny Rowland talking about Leanne mentioned just extremely special, has paved a path for all gymnasts in the future to show that you can achieve whatever you want. If you want to be an Olympian, be on the national team, a student athlete, an entrepreneur.
She does it all.
Do it all at the same time. Delaney Rodriguez now.
Looking great so far in this bar routine. Again, I am just loving how tight Kentucky's legs are just glued together with all of their skills. Great fundamentals. Double layout. Another stuck landing. Fights for it and gets it. She's happy about that one.
Rodriguez, somebody they've been able to push back in the lineup a little bit more, was lead off in most of her events last year. Meanwhile, getting this note from Mary Howard, Sports Information Director for Gators Gym. Both of the nation's vault 10s this season belong to the Gators. Selena Harris-Miranda, Missouri, and then Dani Ferris against Kentucky. There's another look at that stuck landing.
And here is the only other person that has had a 10 on vault in the nation. She goes with Tinkle 1.5. Beautifully stuck landing. Selena Harris-Miranda, can she get another 10?
Look at bars this year. The season high for the Gators is 49.575. It's another stuck landing for the Gators.
Just so much power here in this vault. Finds it. She knows right where she's at. Big smiles.
And this on the heels of the news of Ellie Lazzari, injured in warm-ups, was carried back to the tunnel. She was set to be the leadoff on vault. Of course, the headline, the 10 from Dani Ferris. Skylar Killow-Wilhelm competing all around tonight.
Great connection there between high and low bar. Lines up for the dismount, double A. Oh, move that foot just ever so slightly, but the rest of the routine was perfection.
And learning that new skill coming over to Kentucky, that double layout, as well as learning a new skill on vault as well.
Amazing in your 5th year to still be adding new skills. There it is. Just put that in her routines this year when she transferred to Kentucky.
An all-around All-American in her first year, and this her final year of collegiate gymnastics and first year with Kentucky. This will be the exhibition. Lee Boyd.
And your Tinkle 1.5. great position in the air, takes that hop on the landing. She actually exhibitioned all around last week, so it was great for her to be on every event, feel what it would be to be an all-around competitor. And this is practice. This is practice for when they need her to step up. If someone were needing to rest or be injured in the postseason, she's ready to go. So
the Gators, to my count, Stacy, have a new season high, 49-7 on vault. And for Kentucky, 49-275. Ryan Noonan will be the exhibition here for the Wildcats. 49-3 officially for the Cats, with Killer Wilhelm score coming in at 9.825.
Now, she had a fall last week. Right here. Nope. Just can't get it again. Stays on the bar this time. That will be a deduction for that break in the routine. Good handstand. Dismount, gets the landing, but it's that skill on the high bar again. Second meet in a row.
Boy, what a start to this one. The 49-7 on vault, that's the second highest in school history.
49-7 is insane.
Yeah.
That is so high for any event, and amazing that it's coming on vault that they've struggled with landings all year. They need to keep that going into the championships and postseason.
And the wall of sound after the 10 from Dani Ferris, first of her career. And the Gator is the second best total in program history on vault. Great start between these two in the top 10 showdown. A perfect 10 from Dani Ferris, showing out in the regular season's final night on senior night. She was indeed perfect as the Gators look for a big home win in front of the home crowd. On a night for the seniors, it's the sophomore, Dani Ferris, first career 10. On vault, and Florida, what a start. Second best vault rotation in program history. That's Stacy Gleim, I'm Kyle Crooks. Boy, the Gators had 5 with 9.9 or higher on vault.
They came out on fire, ready to stick, and Dani Ferris did it tonight. First career 10. In collegiate. She did have a 10 before in club gymnastics. First collegiate career 10 tonight.
Meanwhile, Kentucky now goes to vault and Florida now goes to bars. Things you're most excited to see here in rotation 2 would be what?
Again, still more sticks from the Gators on bars. Now Kentucky is behind. That was a stellar performance on vault from the Gators, so now they're going to have to make up that difference and get vault.
Crowd is into it as we get closer to rotation 2. Come on back here on the SEC Network. What a great start here on Friday Night Heights. 49-7 for the Gators, 49-3 for Kentucky. It was the Gators on vault, Kentucky on bars. Now they'll flip-flop here in rotation 2. Getting more information on that 49-7, Stacy, for the Gators. That's the nation's vault high this year as we now get set here for his second rotation.
Yeah, you could feel the energy here in the arena. Now on vault, Kentucky doesn't have the difficulty that Florida has, but if they do their vaults clean, they can score just as high.
So it's Prokaski here, the senior from Austin, Texas. We mentioned in her free time, she's working as a real estate agent, finishing up her marketing degree. Got a real estate license over the summer.
Does a Yurchenko full, beautifully laid out, flares out at the end, did have to take that step. Now that vault is only out of a 9.95 at its highest.
Dealt with a back issue, did Prokaski, in the preseason, at a 4 to 6 week period where she had no gymnastics. It was more about strengthening her core and getting her back to full strength. Now it's Anya Pilgrim, the impressive sophomore, who led off on vault and will be the leadoff here on bars for Jenny Rowland.
Starts up on that high bar. Down to the Oh, great toes there. Just has the dismount half in, half out. Sticks the landing. Anya Pilgrim, way to get it started on bars for the Gators.
Gators on pace for a program record total so far.
And she does this gorgeous bar routine, gets that landing, and just seems unfazed by how great she really is.
This is her 6th straight meet leading off in the bars lineup. She's had a 9.9 plus 5 times this year.
Just so effortlessly done.
Cecily Rizzo now.
Another Yurchenko full. Beautiful legs. Again, small hop on the landing, but only a 9.95 start value. They have to find a way to get a little more difficulty in their vault lineup so they have more 10-0 start values.
She's had a 9.8 in the last 2 on vault. Take another look.
Here she has good position off the vault. Could come up with the chest a little bit quicker, but does move those feet in the end.
Riley McCusker, senior from Bradenton, last year recovered from ankle surgery. 2 seasons removed from an All-American on in the NCAA, All-American on bars in 2023.
Got salt toe down. Oh. Foul on her transition back up to high bar. That is not something she normally falls on. Very uncharacteristic there. She said her special moment of her career was when she finally nailed her bar routine again after coming back from her 2nd ankle reconstructive surgery, and really wanted her to finish on a good one here in the O-Dome tonight.
That's the hardest thing, right, to battle through after a fall. Now it puts a little bit more pressure on those behind McCusker, starting with Sky Blakely right after that.
Now the rest of the team has to hit to be able to drop that fall.
Here's Mackenzie Wilson from Clinton, Tennessee, nearby Knoxville. Former walk-on, now on scholarship.
She has scored a 10 on this before. Front handspring, front pipe half. Oh, great chest up, took that step back.
She's a great story. She could have transferred anywhere in the country after Tim Garrison had said, I can't put you on scholarship until a couple of years when she had asked when she was a sophomore. Well, she's on scholarship now, but she paid for her education because she wanted to be a Kentucky Wildcat. And she's a great story of sticking things out when she could have gone anywhere in the country.
Yeah, and that 10 she got last year was the first for Kentucky in 30 years.
One of the best on vault for sure for the Cats. And now that pressure amps up like we talked about with Sky Blakely now.
Yeah, so hard to go up after a fall knowing you have to hit. A lot of pressure for this freshman in this situation. But she's been on elite level. She knows how to handle it.
Career high is 9.9. We did the first quad meet where she came back a little less than 200 days between her Achilles injury to her first routine.
Looking phenomenal so far. Overdid that handstand. Recovers it well. Right up to handstand. Just the dismount left. Front double with a half. Beautifully done. Way to recover. Great
Kept
routine.
Fighting through, right, Stacy?
Yeah.
Impressive. And you add the pressure factor to that as well.
Here's another look at her inward giants to that double front with a half. Nice to add in that half so she can see the landing. There, her teammates reacting. Way to get the hit after a fall.
Shared a bars win at Georgia. Isabella Magnelli, fifth-year senior.
Great vault. Another front handspring, front pike half. They just gotta find those landings.
Coach Garrison said her impact is immeasurable, just brings positivity, nothing but positive memories when you bring up her name around Coach Garrison. Has grown on vault throughout the years, become a factor in her floor performance. Now here's a fan favorite, Leanne Wong, her final showing here in the O-Dome.
She's currently number 3 in the national standings, and you'll see why here. Just floats through the bar. Again, a little bit of added pressure with a fall already. Gorgeous handstand. Just that dismount left, double layout. Oh, she had it, took the step back. Everything else was flawless.
She knows it, that last little step. We mentioned 3rd in the national rankings on bars, 27 career bars wins. Take another look.
Here's that double layout. Again, she had it, she knew she had it, and then just had to lean back and take that step. Should have bent the knees and just sunk in a little bit more.
Ryan Noonan now. Kenzie Wilson has the team high 9-9 so far on vault.
And this is out of a 10. Yurchenko half on, half pike off, over to the side. Will be a deduction. You have to stay within those white lines that they have marked. But way to fight for that landing.
So the Gators having a fall on bars. And Noonan not able to land that one. Well, things have slowed down a little bit after rotation 1 as to what we saw. I mean, these two teams were on fire.
A lot of emotions coming right out the gate in that first rotation.
Selena Harris Miranda, who's been one of the queens of consistency throughout her career, will get a shot.
Yeah, last week on bars, she was the only stick in the whole rotation, hoping she can do it again tonight.
Former Pac-12 Gymnast of the Year. What a get in the transfer portal from UCLA.
I love how she just holds her handstands, really shows it off. Says, look at me, judges, I'm in a handstand. Double layout. There it is. Beautiful routine from Selena Harris Miranda.
Exactly what the Gators needed in that moment in time. Jenny Rowland told me yesterday that she's still a young kid on the inside, just loves gymnastics.
She has scored a 10 on this event when she was at UCLA. See if she can get close to that tonight.
Evaluation ongoing. Skylar Killow-Wilhelm.
Yurchenko 1.5. Beautifully done. Again, a new vault for her in her 5th year. Props to the 5th-year senior for wanting to excel even more as she continues her career. Here's another look at it. Great position off the vault. Just that tiny hop at the end.
And complacency is easy. She spent 4 years at Washington. You could have just been happy with where you were, and you were excelling there, but she wanted a new challenge. She's found one here. One of the best gymnasts right now doing it in the country.
And she came in and just said, what can you teach me? What can we do more? And what a great attitude to have in this sport.
That's what Tim Garrison is looking for, some competitors with higher start values. Alyssa Aranya. Now we go. Still waiting on that score here for Harris Miranda. Will be a 9.95.
And Alyssa looking beautiful in this routine. Flawless so far. Just has her dismount left. Double layout. Stuck landing. Gorgeous bar routine from Alyssa Arana. And coming after the 995, that's going to be a high score for the Gators.
So how about the response after the fall from McCusker? You have Harris, Miranda, Arana back-to-back with big-time performances.
They can't think about that fall. They have to do their performance in the moment and way to push through for the rest of the routines.
Now Carly Bush, this is the exhibition now for the Cats.
Yurchenko full, again off to the side a little bit, finds the landing. She has not competed this year, only in the exhibition, but great to get that practice to be ready to step in at any moment.
One more exhibition routine is waiting, I believe, here for the Gators. Skylar Drazer, at least was listed as a possible exhibition. Don't know if they're going to do that exhibition or not, Stacy.
Yeah, looks like they're done on the bars.
Well, the Gators, after the second highest vault score in program history, highest in the country this year on bars of 48.8, waiting for Arana's score to come in, a 9.95, so that'll go up.
Yeah, that is a new career high for her.
49.55 for the Gators on bars. And the final score coming in on vault, 49.375 for Kentucky on vault. This thing continues to move along through 2 rotations now. Top 10 showdown here in the SEC. A lot of emotion here on senior night as we step aside, getting set for rotation 3. Some big performances from the Gators early in this one. Selena Harris Miranda, the vet, coming up big after the fall in the bars rotation. Gators so far so good through 2. Halfway through, as we now get set for the 3rd rotation coming up in a matter of moments. Gators had that hot start on vault here in this top 10 showdown. Gators will now go to beam. Kentucky will go to floor. Kyle Crooks, Stacey Klein, Jeremy Otter, his entire crew. I think what impressed me the most in that 2nd rotation, we mentioned the fall early and the pressure added for the Gators after that on bars, and they had some performers really step up.
Yeah, Alyssa Arana going 6th, knowing she had to hit that final routine. She's only been in the lineup a handful of times this year, and now getting her new career high of a 9.95. Great performance from her.
So we'll step aside. There's Kreslin Brose. She had a 10 on floor last time out. What does she have in store for an encore for the Cats? Come on back. We now turn to rotation 3. Kentucky and Florida here tonight on senior night. Gators honoring 6 competitors, 8 total members of this Florida program. Emotions high for sure. That's Stacey Gleim. I'm Kyle Crooks. Already have seen a 10 tonight from Danny Ferris on vault. And we get set to get underway. Skylar Drazer here, Stacey on beam.
She is looking good in this lead-off position. She matched her collegiate best last week with a 9.9. And to go out in the lead-off position and score that high really sets the tone for the rest of the competition.
Last year was voted as the Gators' most consistent, hitting on all 40 routines last year.
Yeah, has led off on beam in every lineup she's been a part of, all 22. She is.
Had a season high, Stacey, at Alabama.
Looking calm and collected here for the dismount. 1.5, nails the landing. She does it again in her leadoff position. Skylar Drazer.
This is where the Gators separate themselves. They have the best national qualifying score as a program on beam, 49.525.
Yeah, they have potential to go 49.7 on this event. Here's that 1.5 again, just finds it. She knows where she's at. Great finish.
Jillian Prokaski now will be in that leadoff here on the floor for the Cats. They need a score of 196.95 or higher to be in that top 8 for the SEC championships next week.
Yeah. And the Wildcats are amazing on floor. They go 49-7. Had to squat that down a little bit, but still go touch first pass.
Gymnast, a real estate agent, finishing up her marketing degree. A multitasker.
Doing it all in her senior year. Here she goes for her final pass. High double tuck. Great first routine up for Kentucky.
Last year, Kentucky had their program's best floor score, 49-7-5 against the Gators. Mentioned that score, they had 198-1 against Florida in a loss. That was their program's best total. Now transition, Anya Pilgrim. 995 her season high, 9975 her career high.
Love that unique mount right to her chest. Putting the difficulty in right from the get-go. Series, back handspring layout, step out, solid. Required full turn. It can be tricky, makes it look easy. Cat leap to front aerial, again, just solid. Never fazed by the difficulty. Ready for the dismount, back handspring, gainer full off the side, stuck landing, gorgeous beam routine from Anya Pilgrim.
We saw it, we did the first ever collegiate meet that she did, and she won the all-around as a freshman.
Here's her series again, just floats, great finish. Cat leap to her front aerial, quick finishes. And the stuck dismount. Great routine.
After a 9-9 from Skylar Drazer, 9-7-7-5 from Prokaski to start it. Isabella Magnelli now, second to go for the Cats.
She had a new season high on this routine last week with a 9-9. Great height and energy there.
Coach Garrison has said that the highest levels of any arena are drawn in with her floor performance. She's a natural performer, radiates positivity and joy.
She is all smiles, and she is bringing you into her floor routine. Last pass for the fifth-year senior. Double pike. Just a little bouncy on her footing there at the end. Great straddle jump. So slight deduction for the instability there on the last pass, but great routine.
Leads a team with 10 event wins this year. Only specialist in the country, with finishing top 5 in multi-events nationally.
Here was that first pass, just soars on that layout step out. And her final pass, that double pike, just stumbles a little backwards on that. Just wasn't quite solid in her footing.
So now it's Victoria Wynn here on her senior night.
She is a consistently solid performer. Nodi right to back handspring. Beautifully done. She had a new season and career high here at the Link to Peak meet of a 9.975 and hoping to do that again. Switch leap, split jump. Gets over 180 degrees on her jumps. What the judges are looking for. That handspring 1.5. Gorgeous routine. Takes that hop on the landing. Knows she wanted that stick, but everything else was flawless.
Gators showing that consistency in their best event this year. That's beam.
Here's that Anodi. Right to the back handspring. Very difficult, does it with ease. And that dismount back handspring 1.5, was trying to find it, takes a small hop, great chest up. Everything else was perfection.
Now as you head later on, perhaps the emotions get a little bit higher for the seniors, especially during the floor routines in rotation 4.
You'll see some tears, I'm sure, by some of these seniors when they know it's their last one in this arena.
Delaney Rodriguez now.
Solid first pass. As a freshman, she was always the leadoff on floor. Now, they've moved her down to number 3. So she has higher scoring potential further down the line.
Kim Garrison said you sit down and have a conversation with her and you feel like you've known her your entire life. That kind of bubbly personality. A free spirit.
Well, her personality sure is showing here on this floor routine. Double tuck. Nicely done. She matched her career high last week of a 9.925. Seeing if she can do it again. Very solid performance by Delaney.
Somebody who loves to go to thrift stores and thrift shop. Showed up at the facility one day with a really old-looking Kentucky sweatshirt. According to Coach Garrison.
There's that. Usually you see that to a layout step out. Love that layout 2-foot.
Back to the balance beam we go.
And there she is with her twisting pass right to the jump. Big smiles. Nicely done.
Leanne Wong on balance beam as a 10 this year, 3 in her career on beam.
And just wanting to do it here senior night, but you can't think about it. You just have to be normal and do your best. Gorgeous 180 leap so far. Cornelia split jump. Back handspring out, step out, looking so solid in this routine. Just the dismount left, tuck full off the end, and Leanne Wong nails the landing. Hoping to get another career 10 on the balance beam.
Mention the versatility for Leanne Wong, a pre-med student, student athlete, national team member, Olympic team member, entrepreneur.
Here's that front aerial again, straight to that split jump. Keeps the connection. And that dismount with the beautifully stuck landing really soaks it in. Nicely done.
And the smile. Skylar Killough-Wilhelm, the veteran. Only cat competing all around in this one.
First pass, front handspring double front full. Very nicely done, so much power. She shows off her flexibility throughout this routine. There's some of it.
They're fresh off their third best floor score in program history against Arkansas.
While at Washington, she did have a career high 9.975. So she knows how to score big on this routine. Last pass, perfectly done. More of that flexibility. Beautiful ending pose. She is fired up over that routine. So is her teammates.
Delaney Rodriguez, team high score of 9.9 so far.
Here's that first pass. Double front full, very difficult. Does it with ease. And that last pass into her dance move.
Now it's Selena Harris-Miranda. Tied for the beam title last week with Leanne Wong.
Back handspring layout, step out right to back handspring. Love that triple series. She had a new career best at the Link to Pink meet of a 9.975. Was hoping to build on that.
Last year tied for third in the NCAA championships on beam.
Full turn. Love the gator chomp in the beam routine. She is proud to be a gator. Just the dismount, round off 1.5. Perfectly stuck landing from Selena Harris-Miranda. She has not had a 10 on this event. That could have been it.
She's had 6 in her career, 5 on vault, 1 on bars. Does she check another off the list tonight? We'll find out.
Another look at this triple series. Gorgeous. And all she had to do was this dismount left and nails it.
Here's now Kreslin Brose, who had that floor 10 last week, the 4th different Wildcat in the history of the program to put up a 10 on floor.
Huge double pike, great finish. And again, she is one of few that still do 3 passes in her floor routine.
I believe a 10 just came in for Selena Harris-Miranda.
And Crestlin's going to have to fight through this to hear her routine over the roar of this crowd.
Wow. First of her career, a 10. Selena Harris Miranda on beam, first in that event.
Full front layout. And Cresslin is looking perfection on floor as well. She still has her last pass to go, the hardest pass of her routine. E-level skill. Most people do this first because of how difficult it is, and she does it last. Here's this front double full. Gorgeously done. That is some stamina to do that as your third and final pass.
They're showing the 10 on the video board for Selena Harris Miranda. Listen to this crowd. First ever on beam. 7 total 10 in her career, and that's why they brought her to Gainesville.
When she landed it, I felt it was going to be a 10.
She had a 9.975 twice before, including this season, like Stacy mentioned, but had not gotten to that 10. Kenny Rowland said that Selena just loves to show off her gymnastics. Works so hard in the gym. Now it's Alyssa Arana. What a big bars performance.
And so calm on that series for all the excitement that was just here in the arena to then have to come down to do your beam routine. Switch lead. Oh, wobbled, but stayed strong. The dismount off the side, gets the landing. Another solid performance. Did have that one wobble, but a lot of emotion here in the arena, and way to bring it and hone it in for her beam routine.
Gators locked in on beam tonight. 2 10s, one here on beam. Selena Harris Miranda. Danny Ferris kicked it off with a 10 on vault. You see the excitement. It was one of the first things I saw, the facial reaction after the 10 came through from Jenny Rowland.
She was excited for her new teammate, and great for her to be excelling in a new arena.
Here's now Haley Davis for Kentucky. A few years ago, went through the passing of her father, and her music is in tribute of him. Heavy metal 80s music the previous few years. Now it's 80s female rock music, all female bands that she performs to. And they say she's our rocker. That's her title. Father was her best friend.
Yeah, and she knows how to score big on this, getting a 9.975 new career high on this last week. Looking to add on to that in this routine, and she has been perfection so far.
Dad would jokingly put on Jump from Van Halen and say, you should dance and perform to this. And from then on out,
she is rocking.
Became a rock fan.
And again, 3 passes, very difficult. Ends with this sky-high double tuck, great control. And here at the end, looks up at her dad, points up at her dad, looking down on her.
What a story of perseverance. Losing somebody she loves so dearly. Meanwhile, the Gators, 2 10s in the same meet. Now done it twice. First on Valentine's Day, it was Leanne Wong and Sloane Blakely. There's the first career beam 10. She's enjoying it.
Taking it all in.
There's Sky Blakely, who I saw talking to Sloane Blakely. Her sister, of course, went down with injury against Oklahoma, and I could read lips pretty well in that moment. Sloane was telling Sky, calm down.
She has not competed yet on beam. Great to see her in this exhibition. Difficult mount. Wow.
You could see the way Sloane Blakely is watching her sister jumping off that scooter. Hopping to the mat just to watch.
Front handspring, front tuck on beam. That is rare to see. She does it like she's competing on floor. Little wobble on the jumps, that was to be connected. And the front pike off the end, sticks the landing in her first performance here on the beam. That will not count towards the Gators total, but great practice for Sky. And way to get that landing on her ankle. Yep, there's
Look at
sister.
Sloane.
She wants the hugs. She wants the hugs from her sis.
And a couple words for Sky before that performance. Calming down her sister. Of course, how frustrating for Sloane her senior year, having to go through that injury at Oklahoma. That's a big piece the Gators are missing as well. Cecily Rizzo now exhibition on floor here for Kentucky.
Big double pike. The legs do come apart, but gets good height on that. Nice double tuck, gets that landing. She had her collegiate debut on floor this year against Missouri, which gave her her season and career high, 9.85, and still trying to strive to get back in the lineup. And a half front layout, solid on that. That'll be a high score for her.
Kentucky performing well tonight on floor. We mentioned they had an outstanding performance last week. Well, the Gators 2 10s tonight. Selena Harris Miranda, this story in that third rotation on beam. First time she's ever had a beam 10. Waiting to the final night of the regular season to show out in front of 8,000 plus. Gators break through 3. Here at a Gators gym meet, won't back down between the third and the fourth rotation. All the cell phone lights are up and they're enjoying this Gator performance. Not just one, but 2 10s tonight for the orange and blue. Let's go back to that first rotation. Danny Ferris had not had a 10 in her career, waiting until the regular season's final night, Stacey.
Just a gorgeous vault, stuck it, knew she had it, and for her to have it, first ever career collegiate 10, all the emotions.
Meanwhile, for Selena Harris Miranda, has had 6 previous 10s, never had one on beam until this moment.
When she stuck that landing, you could feel it was gonna be the 10. Big smiles from Jenny.
Love the reaction from Jenny Rowland and teammates. Gators outstanding through 3 rotations. Kentucky on pace to have that score that they need of 196.95 or higher They could score just a 49 here on this final rotation and still have enough to be in that 8-team field next week at the SEC Championships. So, final rotation coming up. Florida and Kentucky in this top 10 meet. And we'll wrap it up with that fourth rotation next. Well, what a night for the Rowdy Reptiles inside the O-Dome. What a night for the Florida Gators. Not just one, but 2 10s. Danny Ferris, as well as Selena Harris-Miranda. Gator fans chomping, heading towards rotation 4 on senior night. This is where the emotions get a little bit higher. We mentioned earlier, Stacy, with the floor routines here for the Gators and the love for the seniors in the crowd.
Yeah, the Gators love floor. We love ending on floor. This crowd is going to be loud, but you will see some tears from some of the seniors as they know this is their last performance. And Kentucky on beam, they know how to hit beam. They are tied for 3rd overall in the country for the balance beam.
It'll be Delaney Rodriguez, who's been ultra consistent in her career on beam. That's why they've moved her back in certain events, but not in this one. Her teammates want her right at the top for beam to set that standard.
Yeah, you want a solid performer as your first up on beam, calm the nerves, and get that solid performance. Her triple series, back handspring layout, step out, flawless. Love the control in the full turn. Big smiles. Just dismount, round off 1.5. Perfect routine from Delaney Rodriguez.
9.9 is her career high for the sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada.
There's another look at that triple series. Just takes up the whole length of the beam. Love the difficulty. And then that stuck dismount finds her landing. I don't know what they'll take off on that routine.
Well, how about this? Victoria Wynn, her final floor performance inside the O-Dome.
Joining the Gators as a junior, competing her first 2 seasons at Georgia. Again, just coming into this Gator atmosphere and just excelling. Handspring double twist, right to that leap. There's that Gator chomp. She's already graduated cum laude with honors with her bachelor's degree in education science, now pursuing her master's degree in management.
One of those 3 graduate Gators honored tonight post-meet.
That 1.5 front layout just floats through the air. Wow, stellar last performance from Victoria Wynn. Here come the tears.
Yeah, you can see the emotion now for Victoria Wynn.
That was one of her best routines. That's going to score high.
Save the best for last inside the O-Dome.
Here's a look at that front double full straight to the split jump. Her last pass just floats through the air.
Now, Kreslin Bros.
Tight, solid. Front toss, right to back handspring. I love how confident she is in all of her moves, quick to finish. Talking to herself there in the Beaver team, not sure what she was saying. Full turn. Gets the dismount. 1.5, uses those toes to stick the landing. She is happy with that performance. Gorgeous beam routine from Kreslin Bros.
Coach Garrison, we talked to him yesterday and mentioned about Kreslin. She's always on. If she's not performing, she's lip syncing to the music. She's dancing. Just confident.
Yeah, and that had to have been one of her most solid routines I've seen. That one's going to score high.
Bros, 9.925 is her career high. Does she surpass that here? Now it's Gabby Dissidor.
And she is new to the lineup, coming in after Sloane's injury. 1.5 to stag leap, solid. And she has rose to the occasion to come into the lineup late here in the season. Her sister Amelia Dissidor is actually in the senior national team. She has signed with the Gators as well, set to come in spring.
That music kicking in.
Now she's ready. One and a half to front layout. Nails the pass. She has a career high 9.9 on this event. It's going to at least be matched.
The Gator chop at the very end, 8,000 plus into it. 9.925 for Victoria win. Wait on Dissidor's score.
Here's that first pass, a little back on that jump. It just floated backwards, but she still stayed in bounds.
That's up to Sharon Lee. Another country music backdrop for beam performance for Kentucky.
Last week, her beam music actually went out in the middle of her beam routine, and she still matched her career high. Had that gorgeous triple series there.
Legion debut had a 9.9 on beam against Alabama. Did not compete last year.
Season debut this year and continues to shine in every meet going forward. Getting ready for that dismount. Round off 1.5, nails the landing, a little chest down, but does not move an inch. she should match her career high.
I think that possibly maybe could surpass 9.9. Take another look at the dismount here for Lee.
Back to the floor we go for your
Just that 1.5 just goes with that chest down a little bit, but does not move her feet, and it was a beautiful beam routine.
Now it's Taylor Clark. This is the only event that she has performed in this year for the Gators. It's floor. That rock music.
She has an infectious smile, great performer, and watch this double layout. Sky high, huge double layout. She actually came to Gator Gymnastics Camp in her club career, and she attributes some words that Coach Adrian Bidet gave her on how to perform her double layout to successfully conquering that for the floor exercise.
Two-time Florida State floor exercise champ, Orange Park, Florida.
And she's actually shy. Jenny said she's shy, but you can't tell from this floor routine because her confidence just comes out on the floor routine.
The performer kicks in.
Punch through to double back. Gorgeous. Stellar performance from Taylor Clark. The energy in here is phenomenal.
I love the reaction from assistant Jeremy Miranda, who works through all the floor routines in the background. It's just like, yep, we know she's that good.
There's that sky-high double layout. She loved it.
Perhaps thinking of a 10 for a third time tonight. So this crowd holding up their signs. There's Jeremy in the background, his reaction. Just a freshman. Chesney Bennett, fourth cap to go on D.
Getting her new career high last week of a 9.9. Hoping to capitalize on that and continue in that direction. What a gorgeous triple series. Love that layout. So difficult. Just a little balance check there. Works it into her dance.
All the way at 9.95 for Taylor Clark.
New career high for her on the floor. And just that pike off the end of the beam, fighting for it. Had to take the hop. Won't be that 9.9 she got last week just because of the hop, but gorgeous beam routine otherwise.
This was a Kentucky team last year that outscored the Gators in the SEC championships. You mentioned the program high they had in the regular season against Florida.
Then here's that dismount, chest down, really tries to fight it, but has to go forward.
How about this? Just soak in the moment. Final floor performance for Leanne Wong inside Exactech Arena.
Yeah, she said her favorite moment as a gymnast was when she got her 10 on floor against LSU and completed her gym slam.
Fourth Gator to ever accomplish that feat. 10s in every event.
She is currently number 2 in the country on this event, and you're gonna see why here. Huge double layout. Look at that finish. And this is a more upbeat routine for her than we've seen in the past. And I am loving the energy that this faster music is giving her this year. There was the final pass, perfect finish. There have been some high scores on floor so far for Florida. This could be a 10 for Leanne Wong.
The legend of Leanne grows.
In her final performance on the floor exercise.
Soaking in those moments with her teammates. And Jenny Rowland, she's been blown away by Leanne many times in her coaching career.
Here's that double layout with a huge head back finish. And that last pass, all smiles.
Meanwhile for Kentucky, Skylar Killer-Wilhelm.
An aerial to that handspring layout step out. Love that triple series. Looking solid so far. And she's going to have to keep her composure as a score comes in for Leanne Wong.
It's a 10. Leanne Wong has done it. In her final routine in the O-Dome, it's a 10 for an all-time great.
In her final performance as a senior, gets the 10.
Incredible. They show it on the video board as Killer-Wilhelm tries to fight through that wall of sound. Third Gator 10 tonight. Well done.
And way to go for Skylar to fight through all of that noise and have a perfection routine of herself.
Second career floor 10 for Leanne Wong. The score from the second judge came in, and this team went berserk.
And now she said before, one of her most memorable moments was getting a 10 to complete her gym slam. This is going to be a new memorable moment for her.
That's got to top it. Final performance, the emotion of that inside the O-Dome as a senior, has accomplished just about everything set out in front of her. The gym slam, fourth Gator to ever do that. And now it gets completely quiet for Selena Harris-Miranda. Already a 10 tonight, the first of her career on beam, 7th total of her career.
And she is following the 10 from Leanne Wong. See what she can do. Punch front through to a high double tuck. And she is a performer. Infectious smile. Good control on the leaps. Just this last pass, 1.5 to double stab. Perfection. Could we see another 10?
The roof might come off this place if there's a fourth 10, second on floor, and the second of the night for Selena Harris-Miranda. Jenny said she strives to be the best, and she is one of the best.
At the last home meet, she got a 9.975 to match her collegiate best, but has not had a 10 on this event.
Isabella Magnelli will go as this crowd eagerly awaits the evaluation from the two judges. Everybody's staring at that screen over there.
And again, Isabella's going to have to keep it together when the crowd sees the score on this final floor performance. Back handspring layout, step out, layout, step out. Love that triple series. Currently ranked number 4 in the nation on balance beam.
9.95 for Paris Miranda.
Last year was an individual qualifier to NCAA championships on the balance beam to take bronze. Nails the dismount. She knows how to get it done.
Tim Garrison has self-admittedly said, I'm not a big beam guy. I let my assistants take care of that. And she's one of those routines that when I watch it, my face doesn't look like I'm eating a handful of lemons.
She is calm and collected. Here's that dismount again. Doesn't move. Knows it was a good routine. That's going to be a big score.
Well, the night started with a perfect 10 from Danny Ferris, first of her career, and one of the final performances of the night will come from the sophomore.
And she's following 2 big routines here in this anchor position. Opens with her E-tumbling pass. Nails it. Missouri, she scored a 9.9, her new season best. Looking to surpass that today. Just this last pass. She was off a little bit on the timing on this pass last week. See if she can find it here. There it is. Nicely done. Beautiful performance on the floor from Danny Ferris.
Perfect capper to what was a tremendous rotation, expecting Anya Pilgrim for an exhibition run through on floor. Of course, this headline by Leanne Wong, 10, third Gator 10 of the night. We should have an exhibition here for Haley Davis and Kentucky. Another look here for Danny Ferris on this pass through.
And just sky high on that. Keeps it in. And that final pass, she found the landing, had the timing correct on that this week.
What a night for the Florida Gators. Back
handspring layout, step out, great finish. Has not competed beam yet in college, but still just in this exhibition position. This will not count towards the team total, but good practice for her. Great for the 5th year to be able to perform one more time here for a crowd.
Perfect song as well as we get set to end the night. Closing song.
Pull off the end, little hop, but they are happy for their 5th year to get to perform in that last beam routine.
Kentucky should be set up in that top 8 for the SEC championships next week in Birmingham. Gators will certainly be there. They'll get their 10th win tonight, 5th in SEC play. And one more performance to go. An exhibition routine that won't count towards the Gators' total. Anya Pilgrim. This has been a magical, memorable night on senior night.
And for your exhibition routine to be someone who has scored a 10 last year just shows the depth they have on the floor exercise. Wow. Had to sort of cross step over when she stood up. Great leap combination. And those leaps are bonus. You have to have those in there. And now that everyone's going down to 2 tumbling passes, very important to have great leap combinations with bonus. Getting ready for this last pass. Front through, double tuck. Just a little stumble back. Great exhibition routine for her. Still needs to work on finding those landings, but way to dip her toes in this year.
Punctuation to a memorable senior night for the Florida Gators. 4th time in program history, the Gators have had 3 perfect 10 performances in a single meet. Last 2022 NCAA Regional Final. Stacey, your final thoughts tonight?
Man,
this was special.
What a competition. You could feel the energy from minute 1 in here, and to have 3 10s in a single night on senior night, so special.
198-625, the total for the Gators in this one. 3 perfect 10s. For Stacey Gleim, our entire SEC Network crew, led by Jeremy Otter, in front of 8,000 plus. I'm Kyle Crooks saying so long and good night. Yeah, that kind of night for the Florida Gators. Finish up 10-3 and 5-3 in the SEC. The championships are next.